welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this bold purple look. I just wanted something that would hopefully spark my creativity, so this is what we got. The wing turned out a little bit bigger than I had expected it to. I haven't done a wing liner in probably at least over a year, so it's been a minute. So show me some freaking mercy. So if you like what you see, just keep on watching and I'll teach you how to do it step by step. Make sure to leave me a little thumbs up if you like this look and hit that subscribe button. Okay, so I've got my hair pulled back in a questionable hair brand that might break. But I'm going to start with eyes first today, just because with how bright the colors are, I'm a little more worried about fallout. So I'm going to start and just put a little concealer under my eyes and then some powder. That's going to help me carve out the actual shape that I want. So today for concealer, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape in Light. I'm going to be using my damp beauty blender to blend this out. And I don't have to be like super precise or anything because this is all going to get covered up later anyways. Another reason I do this is so that I can use some of the concealer as an eyeshadow base to help everything stick. Okay, so now that I have that set down and beat into the face, I'm going to be going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder just to set everything, and then I'm also going to define where I want to carve out kind of like the wing of my eyeshadow. So for this one, I'm going to use a RealTechniques sponge so I can get in with this flat side and kind of carve out where I want the eyeshadow to be. Okay, so as you can see, the bake kind of gives that wing-like shape, so I can kind of have a little bit of a map of where I need to be blending my eyeshadows. So the first eyeshadow palette I'm going in with today is going to be the Morphe 35P. So to set my eyelids and kind of start a transition shade, I'm going to be using this peachy color right here. And I'm going to use that on a large fluffy blending brush. Speaking of brushes, so one of my girlfriends that I went to high school with started her own social media company. So basically the gist of it is that she manages social media for companies who don't have their own department dedicated to do it. And she started a group of, you know, kind of entrepreneurial, powerful women, and I don't know why, but I was chosen to be in that group, and we all kind of collaborate on Instagram and support each other and try to like help build each other's Instagram accounts, if you will. And one of the girls' names is Kimi, and she does this beautiful calligraphy, and she has her own little Etsy store, and I'll link it all down below for you guys. But she was kind enough to send me this vinyl for, I had this cup, this glass, and it got chipped a little bit during our moving process. So like right here is a tiny chip, but I'm just not, I don't want to drink out of that just because, you know, you might, you know, cut your lip or whatever. And I saw something on her account and it was gold foil vinyl that she had stuck to something, and I just loved it. I love gold and I love clean cut vinyl, die cuts, and she was kind enough to make this and send it to me to put onto this cup so I could put my dirty brushes in it. And I think it is just the cutest thing, and it's super simple and very chic. So Kimi, thanks girl. Okay, so now that I'm done with my rant, I'm going to go in with my Morphe 511, just a fat fluffer, and I'm going to go in with that peach shade, and I'm just going to set everything, so you don't have to be precise with the placement of this one. So the next shade I'm going to go in with for an actual transition shade is kind of this cool tone dusty purple up here, and none of these have names, so sorry about it. And I'm going to use that same fluffy brush to blend this into the crease. So I'm going to go in and deepen that up a little bit more. And I'm going to be using my Morphe 503, which is another fat little blending brush. And I'm going to start to define the crease more and define the outer V of my eye as well. Okay, so I'm going to go in and start on the lid color and then try to smoke that out more into the crease instead of starting to build depth, like too much depth in the outer V and the crease. So I'm going to be using my Morphe M124. It's a flat brush, pretty dense, and I'm going to be wetting that so that I get more of a foiled kind of dramatic color punch, whatever. So to wet my brush, you can use either water or a setting spray. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. So just hold your brush, give a spritz. The color that I'm going to dive into is going to be this one right here. It's a pretty violent color of purple, and I'm digging it. So, okay, I moved the camera a little bit because I felt like my chin kept disappearing. So I'm just going to take my M124 and dig in. And then I'm going to kind of cut out the crease and then start to blend. I only wish the camera was doing this justice because it looks so good. Okay, so the next step is blending out into the crease. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe M503. I'm going to blend it out with this color right here and start smoking out the crease. So to deepen up the outer V and the crease even more, I'm going to go in with this nice kind of purpley indigo color. And I'm going to be using that on my Luxie 205 tapered blending brush. Everything looks blended to me. So I have this Urban Decay Moondust palette that I've had for a while and I haven't used a whole lot. And there is a nice purple color in here and it's called Magnetic. So for this one, I'm going to go in with a Sigma E57, which is a firm shader brush. And then I'm just going to put it in the inner corner and kind of just pull it until it fades gradually into the purple. So I'm going to get the rest of this bake off my face by just pushing it in with my Beautyblender, which is still damp. As you can see, it helped make a nice soft kind of cat eye effect. I didn't want to go for the super harsh look like when you use tape. So I'm going to do a tiny little bit of color correcting with my Tarte Shape Tape and just go over some of like the really red spots on my face. And then we will go in with foundation. So I'm just going to lightly blend these. I'm not using a lot of pressure because it will likely just take off all the product that I put on. So since I am a little bit darker than normal due to a little bit of color I got on my honeymoon, I'm going to go back in with foundation that I've had but haven't really been able to use so much because it's got quite a yellow undertone to it, and I felt I was a little bit too light for it before. So this is my Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I'm in the color 01 Creamy Vanilla, which I think is their lightest shade. And I wouldn't consider myself to be someone super fair or pale by any means. I'm pale, like I'm on the lighter end of the spectrum, let's keep it real here. But there are plenty of people who are a lot lighter than me, so I'm hoping Milani is kind of working on coming out with new shades just because I feel like these are only geared towards kind of the middle range of skin tone. What I like about it is it's got a pump, and I like to be able to just pump out product instead of like having to like squeeze it out or I hate the ones where you pour it out. Hate that shit. It gets everywhere. Just put it on my Beautyblender and just start applying. What I like about this one too is it's really like thick and heavy. I don't know if heavy is the right word, but it's really thick and creamy. So I feel like that's why it gives such good coverage, is because it's so thick. I mean, this is one that I would consider full. I wouldn't even say it's medium to full. It is full ass coverage. I mean, this is only one little, you know, application. I didn't even put that much on my sponge like I normally do, so I mean, this shit gets the job done. I'm just really hoping this does not oxidize like crazy on my skin because I am actually going somewhere today in public, so I cannot be looking like a crazy asshole. So I'm gonna go back in with my Shape Tape again, and I'm gonna do the full-on highlight under the eye. And since I am a little drier under my eyes, I'm gonna be going in with my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. This is an oil and it's got 24 karat gold in it. And I'm just gonna drop a little bit onto my Beauty Blender, and that'll just help to add a little bit of moisture. I'm gonna go back to my RealTechniques sponge with a little bit of my Mercier translucent powder and then just set under there. Because since I did use an oil, it is a little bit more movable than it usually would be. And then I just pull any of the extra powder down my face to help set the rest of my face. So next I'm going to do my brows, but I'm going to do them off camera. Okay, so I got my eyebrows done, all filled in, all set. So the next thing I'm going to do is my lower lash line. For this, I'm going to go back in with my Morphe 35P palette. And I think I'm going to go in probably with this guy right here and then probably this guy as well. So I think I'm going to put this one down and then try to smoke it out with this one. So to lay down the color tight to my lash line, I'm going to be using the M432, which is a flat definer brush by Morphe. And I'm taking that bright purple shade and I'm just going to connect it to the top lash line and then drag it across the bottom. So I'm going to go in with kind of a domed brush. This is the Makeup Geek Outer V brush. I'm going to go back into that top shade that I pointed out and just blend everything together and smoke it out. I think I'm going to go in with this one right here. It's a really deep purple, and I'm going to use that Outer V brush again. And then, oh yeah, just smoke that out. Alright, so now that I have the lower lash line smoked out, I'm going to go in with liquid liner and try to pull off a wing. I haven't had a wing on. I haven't had winged makeup or winged liner in forever. So this will be interesting. I'm super out of practice, so if it looks like crap, I'm sorry. I'm going to be going in with the NYX Liquid Black Liner. It's just a nice, simple black one. Just draw on the wing first, and then connect it to the rest of my eye. So yeah, it got a little thick. I f***ed it up. So I'm going to start prepping my lashes for some falsies. Just put a coat of any mascara you want. I'm going to be using my Ardell Demi Wispies that I used in the last tutorial. Okay, so while I'm waiting for my lash glue to set a little bit, I'm going to be doing my bronzer. I'm going to use my Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced on my E4 by Morphe. For blush, I'm going to go in with my Milani Tea Rose. And I'm going to use my Morphe M527. In my last video, I tried the Luxie brush, and I did not really like it as much for blush as I do this brush. So I don't think I'll be using their blush brush. A little hard to see through my gigantic ass wing, but whatever. Nobody's always perfect at makeup, so might be a screw up, whatever. Okay, so now that I have the falsies on, I'm going to go in with an eyelash curler and just push the falsies down onto my real lashes. Make sure they're all blended together. Okay, for bottom lashes, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. It's got a tiny wand on it with little tiny bristles, so it's really good to get those little tiny hairs. Okay, last step on the face, I'm going to be doing the highlighter. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. And I'm going to be using their ultraviolet shade, which is this guy right in the middle. So I'm going to be going in with my Morphe fan brush. This is their M601. Off like a really nice, subtle purple glow. For lips, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Lip Color Palette. This is number 101. And the shade that I'm going to use today is going to be this one right here. It's kind of a purpley pink. Okay, so once you've got all that on, just use your setting spray. Give it a little fluff of the hair. Alright, so this is the final look. The wings are a little bigger than I intended them to be, but like I said, I'm way out of practice. I haven't done a wing probably in at least a good year, so cut me some slack. But other than that, I think everything turned out really nice. It's a really pretty, just a fun, dramatic look. You can, I wear this to work. I don't care. I wear this kind of look whenever I feel like it. There's no rules in makeup, so do what you want, do what makes you feel good. So yeah, if you guys liked this video, just keep showing me some love, give me the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And then check me out on other social media platforms too. I'm super heavy on Instagram. It's my favorite. So yeah, check me out and share the love. For setting my eyelids, I'm going to be using Jesus. So the next step is I'm going to go, so I'm going to blend out with re-wet the brush. I need a Kleenex.